Hi, it's a snow day in October. We had tons of snow. It was great. Do you want to light the fire tonight? Drink some wine. All right. This is from Ira. Sorry if I said your name wrong. It could be Ira, but I think it's Ira. Ira says, first of all, I want to apologize for my English. I'm from Ukraine, so I might do some funny mistakes through this letter. You know, guys, you don't ever have to apologize to me if you're not a native English speaker. You never have to apologize for me for making mistakes in letters, because I make mistakes in letters. I make English mistakes in English letters, and I am actually English and a native English speaker. So if you're from the Ukraine, don't need to apologize for me for making mistakes writing English. Because can you imagine me writing Ukraine? I can't even say your name right. I can't even pronounce that. So I'll definitely apologize for not being able to pronounce your name. But don't apologize to me for making mistakes in letters. This is not an English writing test. All right. So Ira writes, I've started fully committed to recovery in the end of last year. Also, I find it hard to respond to extreme hunger, often ignoring it with shitty excuses like daytime limits, etc. But that's not the main problem. The main problem is smoking. I've seen a ton of recovery videos, most of them really because I'm recovering on my own, due to lack of finances or medical support, but I never saw any videos about suppressing extreme hunger with smoking or other substitutes. I do realise it's just another crappy way to respond or tell extreme hunger, and I even hate the smell because of my abusive father who used to be smoking right in front of my face all of his life. So it's very fucked up and miserable to understand that it's so wrong, but I'm still doing it. I know it's temporary bad habit because if I'm eating enough, I don't even want to crave or smoke cigarettes. So I guess I'm just looking for a magical kick in the ass type of motivation to quit cold turkey or any other information about how horrible it is long term, because I'm desperate at this time and starting to feel pain in my lungs, but due to my rebellious attitude, I'll never do it on my own. Sorry for a long rambling message, but I think it's common and unspeaking problem between recovering people. Yeah, so I think you're right. I think that a lot of people do use smoking to suppress their appetite, and you know what it's all about. You know that you're trying to do just that, because you said you don't even like the smell of it, and that cigarettes remind you of your abusive father, and that if you're actually eating, then you don't crave smoking. So you don't like smoking, you're doing it to suppress your appetite, and it just all comes back to the same theme of everything, that every single video I've probably ever made has got this theme, that it's all about fear of weight gain. You're afraid of gaining weight, so you're smoking to suppress your appetite because you're afraid of your appetite. And what we need to do, if you want to recover, you have to be really brave, and you have to eat without restriction, and you have to head on tackle that fear of weight gain. Like, that fear of weight gain is not going to go anywhere. It's not like you smoke a cigarette and your fear of weight gain is actually going to go. The fear of weight gain is going to be there as soon as you push that butt into the floor and stomp out your cigarette. Like, that's fear of weight gain. It's going to stay there. You can't avoid fear of weight gain. It's not going to go away. You have to head on tackle it, and you have to make it go away by rewiring that belief that weight gain is a bad thing. And the way that you rewire that belief that weight gain is a bad thing is you stop teaching your brain that weight gain is a bad thing, and you stop teaching your brain that weight gain is a bad thing by stop acting as if weight gain is a bad thing. And I know that means you have to be really brave, because you have to act as if something that you're afraid of is not something that you should be afraid of. And you absolutely can do that. And so you have to understand that you picking up a cigarette is mental hunger. You are picking up a cigarette because you are hungry, and because you are afraid of your hunger, and because you're trying to suppress your appetite. And so every time that you feel that you want to pick up a cigarette, you have to go and eat some food. And you won't recover unless you can do that. I know that sounds really fucking harsh. I'm just going to be honest. You're suppressing your appetite on purpose. You're trying to stop yourself eating because you want to suppress your natural body weight because you're afraid of weight gain. I get all of that. I have been there. I have felt it. And I'm telling you that unless you can be brave enough to respond to your hunger, Not pick up the cigarette. Instead, pick up some food, put it in your face. You won't recover. But the good news is that I also know that you can do that. You can respond to hunger, and you will respond to hunger, and therefore you will recover. Well, you probably wrote that ages ago. If you're watching, drop us a line, let us know how you did. I hope you stopped smoking and started eating. Bye.